Alright, boys. I figured I'd make this video for y'all. That way, y'all can fucking do the exact same thing I'm finna do. But I just bought 3 new accounts on Apex, or now Alpha. And I'm finna pass those bitches this week using 2 strategies at the same time. So, first of all, we got our main strategy, right? All you need is 4% to pass, by the way. So, pretty fucking simple. You can literally do it in this fucking trade. I mean, really, I had took this one out early just because really just the 4 hour was really over bullish. Like, it made this higher high and it hasn't really pulled back, and it made another higher high, then another higher high. So, like, it looked like this at my standpoint. Like, it was just shooting up. So, I don't want to get fucked, obviously. So, then I took it out. And then, obviously, I would have won recently with my other trade. So both of my entries would have been fire, but so this was my swing high, swing low strategy. So basically it's as simple as, okay, market flew up and then market flew down, and then now price is just sitting right here. Alright, you're gonna mark out, fuck. Okay, we're gonna delete this server. My fault, boys. Alright, so basically, yeah, like I said, market flew up, market flew down, and then now it's just consolidating, right? So basically, you'll mark out the swing high, right? Because like what a swing high is whenever the market gets up to a high standpoint and then shoots down. So that's called a swing high. And then same thing for a swing low. Market gets to a certain low position or point, and then it starts pushing back up. So we got swing high, swing low. You basically will wait after that. You go on the 15-minute, right? You will wait for 3 things to happen. You wait for either an indication for a buy or a sell. So like what an indication is whenever it gives you a breakout and then it closes above. So it could be very fucking big or very little, like not this little, but it has to be like at least decently big. That way you know. And then after it gives you an indication, you wait for a correction, like a decent correction. Like it can't be this short, like it has to be at least halfway back inside your zone. And then a continuation, and then you'll put stop losses at the very recent higher low. So it'll probably be right here, as long as it didn't make any more structure. And then you'll just go for a 1 to 3 to a 1 to 4. But if you want to pass your shit on the first trade, that's fine. You can hold it for a 1 to 4. I mean, I've had trades almost all the time that hit for a 1 to 4. I just took this one out early. And then obviously I'm in this trade right now too, and I'm still holding it because of this one. So this was just a 1 to 3, but I'm still in on this position and then these 2 positions. So this will probably hit for, I'll probably end up closing this one out for a 1 to 4.8. But I already passed my account, so this is for my live account that I'm also in right now. But so right here, you could have got in. I mean, like your max daily drawdown is 10%, so you can legit risk 2%, aim for a 2RR, or literally 2RR, then boom, be done. That's what I did, right here. That's really why I closed my shit. I was like, dude, I only need a 1 to 2, like. People think, oh, I missed my TP by a few ticks. If you predict price, even if it only goes up for a 1 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 3, you still predicted price. Take it out if you want to. Don't feel like, oh, I feel like shit just because I was in it for the money. Why else would you be trading? Like for the fashion? No. You're trying to get the money. The money also helps you. Like, damn, all right, I only need 3K this week. My balance is at, I only need an extra $1,000. So you risk $500 and you get a 2RR. Boom, now you're at 3,000. You feel me? Like you only need to go for a certain, like people think, yeah, money is bad chasing and trading, but as long as you like don't need the money. Like if you need to make money in trading, it's bad. But this fucking flies in my fucking room. But as long as like you don't need the money, you're fine. Cause like I have goals, right? My goal for at least every end of the week is to at least make 2 to 4K. So last week I had a big ass fucking week and I made a lot more. So really, that's why I was taking out my trades all day. I was taking out my trades even like when they got to a 1 to 2, maybe a 1 to 2.5, maybe a 3. Like, I didn't hold my trades longer than a 1 to 4 last week. And then obviously I think I obviously delete all my trades now. It's just how I do shit now. But I passed my account with this trade right here. Literally one simple fucking trade. This was my 5-minute strategy. Now, I can teach y'all that. I don't mind, but it's very hard to understand if you don't pay the fuck attention. So, really, it's just going with the market, right? You see that the market is making low, high, lower, low. So, you basically go by per candle. If you know how to read. If you know how to read market structure, it's as simple as just copy and pasting on the 5 minute. So you know on the 5 minute it matters per candle, not on the 4 hour. Like overall bias on the 4 hour was probably selling, yes. But say it's too bearish, you would wait for a buy, then move, catch the buy. And then now because it made structure, you would catch another sell. You feel me? So this, like, it's kind of hard to explain just because I don't like fucking teaching because it pisses me off. But, I mean, literally, bro, I mean, I caught the exact same trade, too. So, obviously, you see, market was at a standpoint in my head that, okay, it is overly selling right now. I know it's going to have to make a lower high. So, I waited for a fucking trade, right? Waited for that trade. And then I'll show y'all real quick. So, we got right here, we got, you know, low, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower, low. So I basically waited for it to break its recent lower high. So lower high right here. It broke it, made high, low, and then it made low, high, then high, low, higher, high, higher, low. So as soon as you see it make high, low, higher, high, all you have to wait for after that is just a higher low to be created. And then you mark out that higher low, wait for another higher high, a retracement, rejection, then you can get in. Basically how you'll place your stop loss too, you'll make sure it's equaled out to the recent volume. So you'll look at, and if it's too stretched in like this, you'll stretch it out. And say it's too stretched out, you'll just basically make it equal to your screen. Okay, and after that, you'll literally go to your box where you placed it from the wick like to the body. You go from the wick to the body, go down twice until it equals out together. So you go once, you go twice, you know, maybe, hold on, and then you go, again, you do it once, twice, and then once, twice, you go once, you go twice, and just keep on doing that until like it equals out to a certain area. And then as soon as you know, like, it's okay, I've gone to that same area multiple times, so then stretch your stop loss in that area, and then you can get in. And basically, say it breaks below your zone, and then now the trend is no longer active, but obviously, like, you're still in it, so that's all that matters. You'll wait for it to break back above, make a high low, or say it's selling, wait for it to make, now if it to go back into profit, make a low high, then you can get in again. But you'll stretch your stop loss up a little bit. Say you were risking 500, now you're risking like 380, risk another 120, so now you're risking altogether 500 again. But then this will make you to the point where you can scale like a motherfucker. And then you'll basically have the Fibonacci, stretch it from where you got in on that first position all the way up to a 3-hour arm, and then you'll wait for it to break above your 0.5 area, so it did right here. Stretch your stop loss back down to break even to your first position, and then go up to your thing. So you're obviously risking a little more than you're making, but altogether it doesn't really matter, because I probably made, you know, $1,500 plus another $600 plus another, you know, $500. So altogether that's fucking like 3K in one fucking trade. So this was my old strategy. If y'all go back to my old videos, y'all see me doing this a lot, but I moved over to a longer term to build my confidence more, build my like confidence. What was it? I forgot the fuck it was. I don't know. Just taking my time, basically. Like, I just building myself even more. Because, like, I knew if I was on the higher time frames, I had to wait. I had to wait hours on hours on hours for a trade. So, I was, building my patience. That's the word. But, yeah. Y'all do both of these strategies. You'll mark out, you know, the highs and lows. So, right here, like, for this strategy, we got highs because it pushed down, lows because it pushed up. But we only got the indication so far. It has not pulled back, but I think it will end up pulling back. So it probably will end up getting into a buy this week on gold. Now, same thing for SPX. What do we have? I mean, obviously, you could have marked out these highs and these lows, but then it finally would have pulled back, and then yes, you would have won. But I missed it just because I wasn't paying attention. Oh wait, no, I caught that trade on NASDAQ. Yeah, that's what happened. I already caught that trade. So really, I'll go over these trades. So we got, you know, you got these highs because it pushed down, these lows because it pushed up, gave you the indication, correction, and a continuation on the 15-minute. Boom, got in. Have your stop loss like below the higher low. Boom, and then you can aim for a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, your choice. But make sure structure is continuing to go up regardless. That way you don't overly hold the position. And then obviously I won that 2RR, but if I would have held it for 1 to 3, then I would have gotten stopped out, which sucks because I probably would have closed it just because it's so close to my 1 to 3. I always do that. I'm like, all right, I would have closed it for a 2.5. That's fine, because like I said, as long as it's above a 1 to 2, take profit. Like, if you don't want to hold it for any much longer, take your profit. Like, say you risk 500, you just made 1,000. So why even risk that anymore? Like, but right now, like, say that you would have risked 500, that you would have got, let me see, like probably like $850 profit on top of like the 500 like you made. So you got 500 times 2.55. Yeah, instead of making, look, you would have risked, instead of making $1,500, you would have risked an extra $300 instead of taking it out for $1,200. Like, say your TP is $1,500, but like you're up $1,200. Doesn't matter. Take it out. You're already up everything. Why risk it for an extra $300? You know what I'm saying? Just take it out. So that's exactly what the fuck I did. My TP was only like 4K, and I was already up, 3.1 or like close to like 2.9K. Or like, I think it was exactly 3K. That's why I took it out. So boom, and then I got in again because it finally came back down. Or really, I was going to get in again right here, but obviously wasn't looking because I was in NAS. Oh, wait, no, I was in SPX. Oh, wait, was I? Oh, no, I was in gold. Yeah. So, boom, and then I got this. I could have got another trade, but I was like, nah, fuck that. Wait for another entry. Why is this right there? Makes no sense. Hold on. Yeah, for sake, like, it just would have hit. So, obviously, like, I got in right here. Had stop losses right underneath the higher low. And then what happened? Hit a 1 to 3. But again, you could have closed it for a 1 to 2, been out, and then got into my 5-minute strategy, and then been up another, 1 to 2, like almost a 1.15. But again, like, at max, you hold it for is a 1 to 4, but at least hold it for a 1 to 2. And if you want to take it out, take it out. Like, you only need, with this strategy and this funded account, you only need 4%, which is 2 trades. I mean, you can make it to where you risk 2%, which is fine because you obviously want to risk 2% on every fresh new funded. You have 8% to lose, or even 6%. You can risk that 2% and get a 1 to 2. Boom, you pass this shit. So please take what I say and use it, bro, because I'm telling y'all will pass y'all's accounts so fucking easy. I mean, I passed mine, and I'm waiting for these other 3 to hit. I mean, I just bought them the other day, so I'm waiting for Sunday for them to hit our market open, because that's when it happens. But this one, obviously, I haven't traded any of these. These are all my brother's ones. But then I had obviously bought this one. Yeah, look, I created it the 5th. Wait, what? Oh, no, okay, no, the 18th. So maybe not even a week. So like 4 or 5 days I had it for. But then you got to think it counts the weekends. So I mean, I only traded. Let me see. Hey Siri, how many days was the 18th ago?
It was 13 days ago.
Okay, so not including the weekends. So yeah, I traded for like 3 days, but I really only traded for fucking what? I mean, I had it, went down to. Oh damn! I guess I did go down. Oh, that's right, because I risked 4% to make a 1RR. Just to pass it real quick, and then I was down 4%, so it was bad. But then obviously, I risked, I think, because I got the pay later one, so I only paid $10 for it. So if I failed it, I only lost $10. So then I was like, fuck it. But then obviously, I got back up pretty fast. Actually, I mean, yeah, look, like within the same day, I went from 20 to 22, got back up to break even, and then on the 24th was all the way back up, and then you go to these dates, and then I was at break even, and then passed it. Wait, no, that's not right. It was right here, because it was the exact same day. So I went from 48,000, no, that's not right, because that was the same night. So I don't know. All I know is I went from $47,000 to $52,000. I took 2 stupid trades trying to pass them real quick, got really close to failing it, and then I was like, hold on, dude. like, let me actually be smart. Like, it doesn't matter if it's very close to passing. Like this would take 2 smart trades, and boom. It took me 1 fucking trade. I was down 4%. So total, I got 8% in that 1 trade. I mean, I risked 2%. What? I mean, I was down 4%, so I still had another 6% to lose. So I risked 2 more percent. Got a 1 to 3 times 3 because I had 3 positions in. So I literally got 9% almost. It's fucking insane. So, but yeah, boys, y'all make sure to watch this video. I mean, it's pretty simple to understand. You got, like I said, you got wait for a swing high to be created. Wait for a swing high to be created, and then a swing low. Wait for a indication correction, and then a continuation. Boom, you can get in. Say like you're already in a trade, and then like say like it's already pulled back so many times on the higher time frames. You can look for another entry on the 5-minute, not on the 1 hour, because you can't take trades inside of your own trade on the 1 hour. That's my deal. You can't do that because you'll always fucking lose, unless it's on a fucking bullish run. But then like, you won't even get a fucking another entry. So that's why I say trade on the 5-minute as long as it's making more structure, like with the strategy. Remember, it's like it's as simple as waiting for, literally go on the 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour just had rejected off of these zones. Actually, as long as it doesn't break below the recent higher low. So we got higher high, higher low, higher high. It did not break below, obviously, till right here. But then even then, it didn't break below the wick, and it made another higher high, higher low. So as soon as it made another higher high, higher low, I was like, dude, fuck it. I might just get back in for another entry, which was what I fucking did. I seen that it broke above these zones, and then it finally started making, highs, lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So I waited for it to come back down after making the higher high. Came back down, barely rejected it, by the way. Actually, I think it missed it. Did it miss it? No, it rejected it. But actually, no, it didn't. Maybe it fucking did. It doesn't really fucking matter. Because what happened? I got another rejection after that. So even if it didn't like reject it right there, I still got another fucking entry right here. So we'll just move these because obviously I don't think it rejected it right there. Let's see. Would I have gone in again? Maybe, maybe not. Just depends. But honestly, I'm gonna keep that same thing because I don't want to get fucked up on the shit that I'm doing. I think it rejected. Let's see one more time. Yeah, I think it barely came back down. That's all. That's all that matters. Sometimes like you'll get a clear rejection, or I get to zoom in and make sure I get rejected it because I can't tell how many times I missed a trade just because I didn't do that stupid ass shit. So, and then obviously you'll add a position after it breaks trend, and then after it goes back above into profit, makes another higher low, then you can get in again, and then stretch that TP after you're placing your stop loss a little further up. Boom to that TP, which would be a 1 to 3. So now you're getting a 4 to 0.3. So a 1 to 4 basically, almost a 1 to 5. But yeah, this shit might be confusing. So if it's confusing, go fucking back test it. And like if you can't get it right, then go watch someone else because you clearly aren't paying fucking attention. And I don't give a fuck to teach people who don't give a fuck because I used to watch more. I used to watch people barely explain their fucking strategy, and then I would learn it still just because I would go and back test it, watch every close detail that they were doing that they weren't saying just because like they want people to pay for it. I don't give a fuck about you paying for my shit. I have money, so you can either pay for my shit. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I will give a fuck if you pay for my shit just because obviously you're paying money. You're paying me money. So, but honestly, if you're watching this half-assed, I don't give a fuck. You can go watch someone else. You can go learn dropshipping. Go learn something else for your tiny little fucking brain to comprehend. Because you can't fucking lock in for 30 fucking minutes. I guarantee you, most of your ass will be fucking, not like this, like locked in. Okay, he's doing this, he's doing that. Okay, make sure it's making this. Like taking notes. Like, even though I never took notes back then, and I am where I am now, but I was so locked in. Like, you couldn't get me off the charts. I was basically watching videos every fucking day. In school, no matter what. During tests, I would tell the teachers to fuck off. I was so fucking locked in. Dropped out of school, locked in even harder. Just non-stop staying home. Literally had a job, made my last paycheck, quit. Made no money for 6 months. But I was so locked in, and I knew I would pay attention and continue to grind, that I knew I would become the person who I am today. So, y'all motherfuckers who don't have a good enough attention span, you can get the fuck, because I don't give a fuck about you watching my shit. I really fucking don't, because I'll be rich regardless if you fucking pay attention to my shit or not. I have students that actually give a fuck and pay attention. Yeah, they might have trouble, but because I built that relationship over time, and I know that they care as much as I did when I was like at their point in time with trading, shit, I'll stay on the chart for 6 hours with them, explain shit. I don't give a fuck. But if you're someone who's just scrolling across my page, watching this shit half-assed, doesn't give a fuck, and you're asking me, it's confusing, it's just, go fucking backtest it. Figure out why it's confusing for your fucking ass. Maybe watch it fucking slowly. Maybe watch it in a 0.5. Or, a 0.5x or something. Like, don't watch it in a 1 speed. Like, I used to watch videos in like a 1.5x speed just because I already knew what they were talking about. I had to just get to the fucking point where they were explaining everything. So, make it make a fucking sense. You don't want to be fucking lazy and then it's just very fucking complicated. Don't be fucking losers. Legit, lock the fuck in, do this fucking strategy, pass your fucking account like I did in 1 fucking week. Literally 1 fucking trade. Like, lock the fuck in. It's not that fucking hard. People make this shit so fucking difficult. It's not even that fucking difficult. Lock the fuck in. Notice what you're doing wrong. Tell me, Carter, how can I stop over trading? Trade 3 fucking pairs. Okay, well, that doesn't really help. Alright, take 1 trade a day. What if I lose? Come back tomorrow. Oh, I don't want to. Why the fuck you ask me for help if you don't want to pay? Literally make the simple sacrifices for you to get rich. It's like you don't want to get rich. Like, it's just so stupid. So, yeah. I'm getting fucking heated over this conversation because I know motherfuckers will text me on Instagram or Snap, be like, bro, that shit was so confusing. I don't know how you understand. Understand what? Maybe because I actually applied my fucking brain. Fucking dumbass. So, fuck, boys. I love y'all. Make sure y'all pay attention and y'all actually backtest this shit. I will help y'all if y'all need more help, but I don't think it's that really fucking difficult. So, I mean, this is my first ever strategy, really. I mean, I made another strategy before this. I don't fucking remember that shit. It was my first ever strategy. And I made this strategy right after, started getting payouts out the ass. And then I moved into an even better strategy with a higher win rate, but then I mixed my new strategy with this strategy as well. I have an 86% win rate. So out of 10 trades, I lose probably 1 trade, and then I'll hit like a break even. So, but I love y'all, boys, and I'll catch y'all. I won't be recording next week. I'm just gonna pass these fucking accounts because I already passed this account and shit. But I'll do updates on the account that I have passed and for a payout. So I'll do a video once a week for that shit. So it's only 4 videos a month for the past 50K. I'm not trying to make a video every day for a whole month straight. You gotta be fucked up. Fuck that. I'll make a video once a week on Fridays or probably on Wednesdays and tell y'all I took these trades, boom, boom, boom. I'll make sure to keep all my trades until like the end of the week on Friday, then I'll delete them all. That way I can have a weekly update for y'all. Okay, the account's up 3% this week. Okay, the account's now up 12% this week. Okay, now the account is down 5%. Or I mean, now I'm only at 5%, and now maybe I'm only up 2%, and maybe the last week I made fucking 19%, and now I'm all the way up. You feel me? So I mean, I'll update y'all one. I guess so. Every Friday of every new week, I'll update y'all on how the 50K is going and how much money I'm looking at to withdraw and shit. So yeah, love y'all, boys, and I'll catch y'all next week. Actually, probably later this week. Just depends.